Hey Power Up hosts, it's a new series, which means new outfit, new name, and new fun stuff. So it's a little bit different than our last series, but with this series you are a game show host and we'll be playing a giant game show. So kind of go to your inner Bob Barker and go after it with The Price is Right, however you want to do it. But here, let's go ahead and get started.
Oh, thank you for clapping, everyone. Well, welcome to Spin It to Win It. This is the game show where you get to spin the wheel for big prizes. And not just one person wins, but when one person wins, everybody wins. So, welcome to the game show. My name is Gary, the Game Show Guy. We're super excited that you're here, and we're super excited that you are in our live studio audience. And so before we get started, let's go ahead and hear from our sponsors. We want to give them a couple minutes. As the Christmas time arrives, we want to let you know that one of our sponsors is Lamo Gifts. Lamo Gifts sponsors so many different opportunities. When you don't know what to buy, Christmas can be a very frustrating time. When you don't know how to give a gift to somebody else, it can be a very hard time. Lamo Gifts is here to help you give the perfect gift at any occasion. For instance, one of their top sellers is a beautiful gift that you can give to anybody. It's a year's supply for the low price of $999. What do you need a year of? That's essential toilet paper! Not only does this gift practical and say, hey, I care about your basic needs, but it's also a great way to decorate not only your house on the inside and out, but also every house in the neighborhood that has a tree or anything to throw a roll over. What a great, great gift. Just to say, hey, I care. You know what's another great gift from our friends over at Lamo Gifts? One of the best items is something that every dog needs to have. You know, my dog, Max, he always looks down because he doesn't have the coolest hairdo. But no longer does he have to look that way now with retro wigs. Look at that beautiful dog. With that hair, that dog feels like $1,000,000. I tell you what, you could give that gift to anyone with a pet and they would forever be grateful. You know, here in our town, we have a lot of cats that are running around kind of crazy, and my heart goes out for them because they look so cold. And it's during the winter months here that they get so sad and they're shivering. You know what a great gift to give any feline friend? It's our wonderful itchy cat sweater. What a great look at how great Fluffy looks. Oh my goodness. She is just loving that sweater with the teal and the red and the yellow. What a beautiful, beautiful sweater. You know, many of your big people, whether it's aunts or uncles or maybe your parents or grandparents, this time of year is very hard for them as they are counting calories and trying to decide whether or not they are going to go on a diet come the first of the year. What better gift to say, I care, than getting them half-calorie box of chocolates. You know what? You know why they're half-calorie box of chocolates? Because there's only half of the chocolates in there. You buy a whole box and you get to eat half of the box and give the other half to your big person. What a great gift to say, hey, I believe in you and I care about your health. What a wonderful, wonderful time. Well, that's all from our sponsor right now. It's now time to play the game show host game. I'm super excited about this. This part of our game show is where the game show host, me, Gary, the game show guy, gets to play a game where I have to see if I can win it. If I win it, we all win it, and we get to go on to the next segment. But I can't do this alone. I need your help. How this next game is played is I have in my hand 3 different cards. Every time that I guess what is on this card, I get to go on to the next round. I can only ask simple questions answered by a yes or a no from our crowd here. Are you ready to play and move on to the spinning wheel? Yes? Great! So, with this, let's start. Now remember, you can only answer yes or no. I'm trying to guess what's on this paper. Am I a person? Am I a human? No? Am I an animal? Yes? Ooh, interesting. Am I a popular pet? No? Okay. Am I famous during this time of year? Yes? Could I have been the centerpiece of a table at Thanksgiving dinner? Yes? Am I a turkey? Hot dog! Way to go! Give yourselves a round of applause! If you can't hear what's happening, Power Outpost, that's actually a clap track they have going. All right, second round, here we go. Am I a human? No. Am I an animal? No. Am I an item that you can use around your house? Yes. Am I a decoration? Yes. Am I a decoration during the Christmas season? Yes. Am I Christmas lights? Hot dog! Give yourselves another round of applause. Here's the last and final round before we move on. Am I human? Yes. Is there more of one of me? There is. Is there 5 of me? No. Is there 3 of me? Yes. Am I wearing different colored clothes? Yes. Am I the 3 wise men? Yes.
Hey there, we're the 3 wise men.
Who?
One night, we were all hanging out and noticed the biggest, shiniest star ever.
We knew what this meant. A new king was born.
We said to each other, let's go find this king.
We didn't want to go empty-handed.
We needed to bring some gifts.
Yeah, not just any old thing would do.
We needed to bring our best gifts.
We traveled for days.
And day.
And day.
We finally reached King Herod's palace and asked him,
Hey, where's this newborn king?
We saw the star.
and knew he must be close.
We wanted to worship him and give him.
Our best gifts.
But the current king was so mad when he heard this.
King Herod wanted to be the only king that was worshipped.
He told us to go and find the newborn baby king.
And then tell him where he was so he could worship him too.
But King Herod wasn't fooling anyone. He didn't want to worship Jesus or give him gifts.
We knew he was a bad dude.
He wanted to kill him. Not cool. So we set off to follow the star, which took us straight to Bethlehem.
And we found the star right over the place where Jesus was.
So we got off our camels and bowed to the newborn king.
Then we gave him our best gifts that we had brought for him.
I gave him gold.
I gave him frankincense.
And I gave him a gift of myrrh. What?
And by giving him our best gifts,
We worshipped him.
Well, hot dog, that was fantastic news from our 3 wise men. I tell you what, one thing I did learn though is maybe we should look at different sponsors. I'm not so sure Lame-O Gifts is really giving the best gifts. Who really wants a half-eaten box of chocolates? You know what? Giving gifts isn't the only way to give Jesus our best. And that brings us to our need to know, which is I worship Jesus when I give him my best. You know, when we give Jesus our best, it's not always in the form of gifts, like gold, frankincense, and myrrh. How are the ways that we can give Jesus our best at school? Those are great reasons. How about at home? That's another great way of giving Jesus our best at home. What about giving Jesus our best at church? Yes, that's another great way that we can give Jesus our best. See, when we give Jesus our best, that means that we are really telling him how much we love him. Not just in giving gifts, but in doing our best at everything that we do. You know what? That brings us to our next area in our game show, and that's called Memory vs. Mayhem. Here it is. In all these things we will do even more than win. We owe it all to Christ who has loved us. Romans 8:37. Why don't we go ahead, stand up, and let's say it together. Ready? I need to hear your best game show voice. Here we go. In all these things we will do even more than win. We owe it all to Christ who has loved us. Romans 8:37. Awesome job. Well, speaking of a sweet job, that brings us to our next round of games. Are you ready? Thank you. I'm going to need 4 contestants that are really hungry. And I need you to come on up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on up here. And let's go ahead and listen to the instructions for our next game.
Go Donutty. In the United States, 10 billion donuts are eaten each year. Today you must give your best to win this donutty game. Here is how to play. One contestant on each team will hold the string with the donut attached. Then the other contestant will kneel on the ground with their hands behind their back and eat the donut as fast as they can. The first team to finish the donut will win the game.
Great! So let's go ahead and get in positions. Boys, are you ready? Holding that string. Girls, are you ready? Well, let's go nutty! Alright, they go. That's great. And then when they're done, you high-five the winners, high-five the losers. Then the losers can go sit down. Alright, winners, now you get a chance to win and spin that wheel. When you spin that wheel, you are actually going to give all of us here a prize. And it's going to be fantastic. So, are you ready to go ahead and figure out what our prize is? And what I like to say are spin it to win it. You ready?
Spin that wheel!
Then let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Both of you, come on over here. And on this trampoline, I am going to need you to hop on it. Go ahead. And when we start spinning that wheel, you'll need to hop on it 4 times to get that wheel spinning all the way. Are you ready? Set, go, hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Donuts? We all get donuts today. How about that? Well, that was amazing time. And that's all the time we have for this week, folks. Can't wait for you to come back next week on Spin It to Win It.